How's that? Well, folks, here we are. Today is a day we're just going to sit home and relax. Joy is doing laundry, and we're just going to hang out here at the house. Tomorrow, we're going to go renew my visa because I'm overstaying the month by 4 days, so I have to pay 7,000 pesos, which is about $130 for the extra 4 days. It's actually an extra month, but I'm only staying for 4 days of it. And I'll video some off and on during the day as we go through the day, and then I'll post this video later today. It is Wednesday the 3rd. Okay, we washed the bowl, washed our hands, washed the sear. Just make sure that the water is, we measured out 1 cup of water. Put it in there, and we make sure the water is baby bottle warm. It's 1 cup of water. That's all we need. Sugar. 1/4 cup sugar. 1/4 cup white sugar. Stand back a little ways. Okay, we got 1/4 cup of white sugar. Put that in there. We got white sugar, water, oil. We need 1/3 cup of coconut oil.
There.
We're measuring out, mix together water, sugar, oil, yeast. 1/3 cup of oil. That's 1/3 of a cup. Okay, coconut oil back. Joy, can you grab the yeast? It says 2 tablespoons of yeast. Okay, it calls for 2 tablespoons of yeast. So, I'm going to get this close to level as I can. There's 1. Oops. 2. 2 tablespoons of yeast. Now, getting close on that. Closer. Now, I'm whisking this together. Okay, got that all whisked together. I'm putting that on top of there, and we let that rest for 15 minutes. Cut. Okay, just a little sneak peek at the mixture here. It's been 7 minutes, and that yeast is foaming up with the mixture there. It's got 7 minutes to go, or 8 minutes to go yet. I just wanted to show you a sneak peek. Oh, and by the way, we have an egg and the butter out, getting to room temperature. And I measured out the salt because we got to add the egg and the salt next. We'll bring you back and show you that when we get to that point. Okay, we have it ready to go. We're gonna add the egg. Okay, zoom out. Go out so you can see me in this. I measured out the salt and put it in here. 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that in there. And then 1 egg. put that in. Now come in close. Now, just whisking that together, and we have to let it rest another 15 minutes. Okay, there it is. In 15 minutes, we'll bring you back in and show you where we are. Okay, I took the cinnamon and brown sugar. The brown sugar's on the bottom. There's 1/3 cup of brown sugar in there and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to use my other hand, shake it up. This makes the filling for this. There you go. It's all mixed up now. You got to put the brown sugar and the cinnamon together, and then you put, it seems like a lot, but you got to put it out, spread it out evenly on the dough. I don't know if it'll take all of it, but it's supposed to. So there we go. Get close. Okay, it has been another 15 minutes. Now it's time to add the flour, which we got. The recipe calls for 3.5 cups. But you're supposed to put in 1 cup at a time, and when it's the right consistency, then you have enough in there. I put 1 cup in, and I can use the whisk to mix that in. But after 2 cups, you have to mix it with your hands. Okay. Okay, there's 1 cup. That's close enough to 2 cups. Okay, I'm going to dump this in there, and I'll whisk that in. Okay, that's all I can do with the whisk. Now, I did wash my hands right before I started this, so I'll wash them again, but there we go. Got that out. I'm going to wash my hands. There. Okay, here we go. I don't think we have another cup in here. Last time I made this recipe, it only took 3¼ cups. Well, we don't have another cup in there. So, we'll get the flour here. Same flour, we just had put it in a container. That's close enough to 3. Okay. Now, I got to get my hands in. Try to keep the flour between my hands and the sticky dough. It'll get to a point where it's just a little bit sticky, and then I can have my hands in there. I think I need I need more flour. Okay, it calls for another 1/2 cup, but whoops, I just dropped some on the floor. We're gonna put a little bit in here.
Half.
Okay, that's over a half a cup, but we're just going to put a little bit of it in there and mix it. This works good if you got a bread machine with a dough hook, but I don't here. I do in the States. See? Get that flour on there. Get it to a consistency where I can work it with my hands. And not, there we go. It's got to be a little sticky. It should be tacky for sure. Now for about 4 or 5 minutes I have to knead this. Just keep working it. Put that in there. And we washed the counter off, so I'm going to use that flour that's on the counter here. We're going to have to use the flour later anyway. I need a little more flour. There. It's pretty close to the right consistency now. Just got to work it a little bit. I'm trying to get all this flour out of here because we got to oil this and let it rise. Work it in. And the dough should be, bring it in close here. It should almost pick up off of my hand. If you can see, it's kind of sticking to my hand there. That's about the right consistency. Now, I'm going to pause the camera and wash this bowl out. And once I get that done, I'll show what, we'll bring you back in and show you where we are. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, we're just going to put a little bit of oil in here, probably like a tablespoon and a half, and then just spread it around. And I got too much, but that'll be okay. Yeah. A little oil ain't gonna hurt.
You can put that one in other.
What?
There.
Alright, we got that oiled. And this is, like I said, it almost sticks to my hand when I do that. Form it into a ball, and in about 15 minutes we'll bring you back in. It'll be twice the size it is right now, and we'll punch it down, roll it out, and spread some butter and cinnamon. Okay, we are taking butter here, and we're going to butter the bottom of the pan and about the width of the brush up on the sides. This here. I think that's good enough on that part. But I'm going to just set this up here. I'll set it up here. And we need to preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius.
Okay, okay.
There you go. It's more than doubled in size. So now we're going to punch it down, take it out of there. Oh yeah, it's good to go. Lay it out on here. Okay. Now we got the rolling pin. I'm gonna roll it out. We got to roll it out and try to keep it about a centimeter thick. That's plenty long. Let's get some, whoops, back down this way. Back down this way. Get that over to the edge. There. A little less than a centimeter, but pretty close. Oops. It's wanting to stick to the rolling pin. Okay. Okay. Now, let me okay. Now we got plenty of butter, nice and soft here. I'm gonna just scoop some up there, and you want to leave this edge here about a centimeter or a little more without any butter on it, so it sticks real good. Just butter it all. There we go. A little more. A little at a time. You don't want to go too light on the butter. You just got to try to get about the right amount. Does that look like it covers most of it? There. Okay. Now I'm going to wash my hands.
Okay.
Move that butter out of the way. I got the cinnamon sugar mixture here. Come in closer. See the cinnamon sugar mixture.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, if we don't use all of it, we don't use all of it, but we gotta have enough. Last time I used all of it, and it was a little bit too much on some of the cinnamon rolls. Whoops. I'm going to use that brush. But the recipe calls for this much because it's about the right amount. I'm using the brush just to spread it around a little bit. Yeah, we'll use most of it. There. I think that's enough. What do you think?
Yeah, it's enough.
Okay, I'll put that over there. Now we got to roll these up tightly. Just start by rolling the edge like that. Just keep rolling it. Try not to make a hole in it. It's wanting to stick a little bit there, but that's okay. We're getting it. Okay. Now we go along here, and can you get right above this? We're pinching the edge all the way along. We're going to have more cinnamon rolls. Oh well. That's okay. Okay. Now, I need a knife.
Okay.
Okay, we got this right here. We're going to bring that back towards us, and I'm going to cut that off at the end. And then every 1.5 inches, I'm trying not to smash this. We're going to put that right there, 1.5 inches. Right there. I got it a little bit thin, but we'll let it rest for 15 minutes. 1.5 inches. And we'll go there. Another 1.5 inches. Preheat the oven.
Okay.
That's okay. Just wait. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay, now we're going to work these in here. This one right in here. And this one right there.
Okay.
We'll make do. We got to let that rest for 15 minutes, and then we'll bring it back in and put them in the oven. Okay. All right, we're gonna butter the top of these. So they'll hold a little cinnamon when we go to drop it on there. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, we got the butter done. Now we'll just take a little cinnamon on the top of each one. A little cinnamon sugar on each one. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay. There we go. There you go. Now they're ready to go in the oven. Hold on, let me turn off my alarm. There we go. Now we'll put them in the oven and set a timer again for 12 minutes, and at about 10, I'll set it for 10, and at 10 minutes I'm going to turn the pan around. Okay, that'll be good enough. What do you think, Joy?
I don't know, it's still white.
Okay. Alright, they're done. We're taking them out of the oven. There. There's the cinnamon rolls. We're going to let them rest a minute while we mix up the glaze for them. Okay, and to make the glaze, I just scoop, and then I'll put 1 drop of vanilla and a few drops of milk. I try to get just 1 drop of vanilla. There we go. And the milk we always pour over the spoon. The container's too full. Hold on. This is a brand new container, so I'm spilling it and making a mess.
No. It's enough.
No, it's not enough. There's more than enough on the counter, but it's not enough here. It needs just a touch more. There. Here. I got more on the counter than I did in the bowl. There we go.
Mama.
Oh, pero sa gabi eh?
Sabay.
They all got some on. I made it a little bit thicker this time because they're still hot, so it'll run down in them some, but I think that turned out much better. There. How's that?